Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, the second race of the doubleheader for the Wicked Wednesday Monsters of Dirt. It is time for some super late model action here. Tonight, we are in the sprint car capital of the world, known as the Knoxville Raceway. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Stephen McMillan. Stephen, we come back to the Knoxville Raceway for the second time in 2 nights. Now it's the super late models time to shine. Fix It Up Racing here at the Monsters of Dirt.
That's right, and you know what? We just came off of a great show at Kokomo with the pro late models, and now we're gonna have a fantastic show with these set up super late.
Alright, Austin car number 1 on screen at the moment. 16th quick for the time being. Shad Prescott, quick time with an 18.210. Hayden Cardwell, he sits second quick. Kendall Tucker, the Swindell Speed Lab, iRacing iFlag, he goes third quick. Erlach Jr. on screen. The Whitecoats Livestock Beast Motorsports, number 61 Machine, 38th quick. Evan C. Jordan Casey in 4th and 5th. Eric Scout, Anthony Cordell, Dylan Hauser, Dylan Schweer, Lucas Chowning, your top 10. 39, make that 43 drivers, Steve, have taken a lap around the Knoxville Raceway for qualifying. We are set for another awesome show here tonight.
That's right. So make sure your kids are in bed so you can watch this. It's going to be one hell of a show.
Rated R Wednesday nights is back. Kids aren't in bed. Well, it's the perfect time to put them to sleep. Qualifying about to wrap up here at the Knoxville Raceway. It is official. Shad Prescott, quick time here tonight with an 18.210. We are looking at 4 heats on the program for tonight. The top 4 will go through to the main event. We'll have a C main, we'll have a B main, and then we'll get into a 50-lap main event. 25 miles around the Knoxville Raceway for tonight's A main. Let's take a look at heat race number 1 and your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. In fact, I apologise. I said top 4 go through. It is top 5. So, starting on pole, heat race number 1 in caliber 41. Quick time tonight. It's Shad Prescott on the outside of the front row, driving caliber 42. Also for D1RT, it's Jordan Casey. Starting position 5. Position 3, caliber 5. It's Dylan Schweer. Clay Debon, also for D1RT Racing, starts position number 4 in caliber 84. Position 5 in car 35, it's Tyler Burrow out of position 6, driving caliber 257, Blake Garrett. Kevin Kaufman starts position number 7 out of 8, it's going to be the 24 JR, Daniel Cummings Jr. Out of position number 9 in caliber 19N, it's Garrett Niebregi. Out of position 10, car 27 of Josh Phillips. Then we go back to Bryson Banks in caliber 51 to start out of position 11. Steve, as always, these heat races are stacked, but more so heat race number 1 to start off. What a heat race this is.
Definitely a heat race you want to not want to put your money on. Anybody can win.
I'll tell you what, let's put your money where your mouth is. Although you said not to, we're rid of our gambling men here at the moment. Who's going to win this one?
Jordan Casey.
All right, tell you what, I'll go the guy that starts on pole then. Heat race number 1 here for the Monsters of Dirt Super Late Models. Fixed Setup Racing here at the Knoxville Raceway. Lights are out on the iRacing.com pace truck. 8 laps of distance. 11 cars, top 5 to the main event. 6, 7, 8 more than likely going through to the B. 9th on back, 9, 10, 11 will go through to your C main. The field is set. Shad Prescott, Jordan Casey. Let's go, Ray. Let's go green flag action here at the Knoxville Raceway. Prescott got a good launch. Casey trying down low. Look at the 5 of Schweer trying to get on the inside of Clay Devon, but Clay Devon going to hold on to 3rd position right now. Schweer back to 4th, and Tyler Burrow inside of your top 5. Remember, top 5 straight through to the main events.
Giggly, giggly, giggly. As you look at the back, look, they're 3 or 4 wide. And look at Daniel Cummings Jr. in 9th spot. You know, he's trying his best to make some moves. You know he has to make it. into the top 5 if you don't want to play the alphabet soup tonight.
Yeah, so many times we've seen Daniel Cummings Jr. play the alphabet soup here on a Wednesday night. Tyler Burrow in that 5th and final transfer spot in car number 35. He's got Blade Garrett right in behind him in the 257. Garrett down to the inside. Burrow through the middle, side by side as they race off turn 4. They bang door panels and Garrett, he's going to move Burrow out of the way. Burrow going to fall back to position 6. And now here comes a 37 of Kevin Kaufman looking needlessly on the outside of Bryson Banks.
That's right. Jordan Casey following his teammate to come out turn number 4 to complete lap number 4. Halfway down, halfway to go. And look, D1RT 1, 2, and 3.
Now they've got the top 3 positions sewn up for the time being as it'll be 5 down, 3 to run. Prescott leads Casey and Devon. Now, of course, every driver tonight is on the same setup. That's the beauty of fixed setup racing. Clay Devon trying to work through the middle on Casey. Casey trying something upstairs in 1 and 2. They make a little contact down the back straight away. No arm, no foul. Devon kept it going. As Casey going to come back through to the middle. 2 to go.
That's right. You know, on the bubble, Blake Garrett has the final transfer spot with Tyler Barrow. Wanted to make something happen, but I doubt he will. As we're coming to the white flag this time.
1 to go for your race leader off turn number 4. Shad Prescott continues to lead by over 1 second over Jordan Casey and Clay Devon holding down that 3rd spot. Then you go back to the 5 of Dylan Schwer in 4th. 5th is Blake Garrett. Barrow on the outside looking in as they make their way through turn number 3 and 4. Check and flag at the ready. Shad Prescott victorious. 2nd going to go to Jordan Casey. Clay Devon 3rd. 4th will be Dylan Schwer. Blake Garrett home in 5th. Then we go back to Tyler Barrow, Kevin Kaufman. You're looking at Bryson Banks, Garrett Niebregi, Josh Phillips, and Daniel Cummings Jr. in position number 11. Heat 1 completed. Still another 3 more heat races on the program. Let's take a look at your ultimate Dare to Be starting grid for heat race number 2.
All right, another D1RT entry on the pole, car number 7, Hayden Garwell, and is outside. In the MDM entry, it's Eric Scalf in car number 26E. On your 2nd row, in car number 47 is Lucas Chowning. On his outside, in car number 15 is Mason Crawford. Your 3rd row inside is the showman himself. Car number 42, Cody Howard. On his outside, it's Colin Graham. Starting 7th is Kyle Moyer, and Huey Quillen will start 8th. Starting 9th is Aaron Brumbelow in car number 01, and Earl Arch Jr. in car number 61. Eric Asking will start 11th, and Leaf, yeah, will start 12th. Actually, he did low, so he won't be starting.
Yeah, Kyle Moyer out of 7th didn't grid, neither did Eric or Leaf, so that's going to eliminate 3 cars from a 12 car, or what would have been 12 cars. So 9 cars on the racetrack, all fighting for 5 positions in tonight's heat race. As you said, top 5 will go through to the main event. Steve, let's go with position 5 this time.
Position 5 will be the show man himself, Cody Howard.
Oh, so you don't reckon he's going to move forward?
Nah.
No faith. No faith. This is another... This is another tough heat race. You know what? I'm going to say that Aaron Brumbelow gets 5th here.
All right, as they make their way into turn number 3, the cars are coming to a slow and steady pace in the middle of turn number 3. Pace truck looking to pull off at turn number 4. Slow and steady pace. They come. Green flag is out, and Hayden Cardwell's on a loud pedal as they go down past the flag stand into turn number 1. Look at the 47 trying to dig it low there as they come out turn number 2. Eric Scalf still has that 2nd spot with Chowning in 3rd. Mason Crawford currently in the 4th spot, and Cody Howard is in 5th. Coming out turn number 4, leading lap number 1 will be car number 7, Hayden Cardwell. Yep. Eric Scalf getting a slide job. Oh, he gets crossed up.
Yeah, it's, the battle is on right now as we look at Eric Scalf falling back to position number 5, and then you got Colin Graham Moving up on the inside in the 212 machine, Aaron Brumbelow. In 7th position at the moment, finds himself just a couple of spots out of tonight's main event. But again, it's going to be the top 5 going through. The battle is on between Eric Scalf and Carlin Graham as they race side by side. Graham on the inside, Scalf on the outside. 3 down, 5 to run.
That's right, as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. They continue to be side by side. Scalf kind of pinches them off right there. And you look, meanwhile, back up for Hayden Carwell putting a lengthy lead over second place of Lucas Chow. Scalf starting to breathe all over the neck of Cody Howard as they go down the front straightaway into turn number 1.
What we're looking at,
Rumble.
Yeah, looking at Brumbelow right now. He's made his way to position 6. Again, look at those 3 cars behind him, Quill and Erlards Jr. and Graham. That's a nice little battle there, but unfortunately for positions that won't be in tonight's main event.
That's right, and they will have to play the alphabet soup. Eric Scalf got bunched up and crossed over in the first couple of laps. As you look as they come out turn number 4 to complete lap number 6 of 8.
2 laps left to run.
Crawford digging it low there, trying to make something happen in that second spot with Lucas Chowding. Cannot do it, and they go down the back straightaway. Now that opens the door for Cody Howard to really maybe try to make a move here.
Yeah, well, he's only got a couple of turns to go. 4 turns, 1 lap in heat race number 2 for the Monster of Dirt Super Late Models. Crawford on the inside of Chowding. We've seen Crawford run the bottom side at Kokomo. He's doing the same thing here again, Steve. Final turn.
And he slings it in there to take over second spot, but look there. Here it comes Chowding back underneath him, and he will take second spot there. So Hayden Cardwell, Lucas Chowding, Mason Crawford, Cody Howard, Eric Scalf, Huey Quillen, Aaron Brumbelow, and Earl Arch.
All right, heat race number 3. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Ready? All right, starting your front row in car number 00. Swindell Speed Labs is Kendall Tucker on its outside. In car number 99, it's Anthony Cottle. Your second row inside in car number 75 is Jesse Jandra. On his outside is Daniel Powell. Your third row inside car number 77, Robert Fletcher. On his outside car number 91, it's Ernie Williams Jr. Shane James will start 7th, and Derek Nichols will start 8th. Starting night tonight is Alex Holbert, and Brayton Wallace will start 10th. Brett Fair will start 11th, and Pete Kiley will start 12th.
Well, 11 cars in this one, as Pete Kiley didn't grid 8 laps. Shane James has got his work cut out for him, Steve, after not getting a good qualifying effort, along with Brayton Wallace as well. But I believe, isn't he your points leader? Or very close to being the points leader?
I believe he is the points leader.
He starts position 10. It's a tough night at the office for the B6 machine.
That's right. I wonder if Tom knows he's the stripper. I wonder if they let him know.
Yep, again, like that's something that no image should have to bear in on the minds of anybody.
That's right. You go to listen to Howdy play the stripper music on Sunday, and Tommy doing the stripping with the tassels.
Again, that is an image that we would not like to see. That is that.
Pace trucks off. Kendall Tucker and loud, but it will green flag racing. Kendall Tucker getting a good jump and look at Jesse Jandra trying to battle with Anthony Cottle for that second spot. Come down turn number 2. Look at Jandra side by side into turn number 3. He now inches away. Oh, he gets really tight there into the wall. Coming out turn number 4. Now you look, Robert Fletcher into third. And he's not done yet, Brett. He's battling for second as they come out turn number 2 side by side with Anthony Caudill.
Take a look at the battle on for 5th and 6th at the moment. Ernie Williams Jr. alongside Shane James. They race for 5th and 6th at the start-finish line. Shane James has it. He's got to be careful because Daniel Powell was just a little looser there from the bottom of turn number 1 and 2, and that's allowed Williams to get a run on the outside of Shane James. And, well, here comes Ernie Williams Jr. looking to make his first main event in the Monsters of Dirt Super Late Model Fixed Setup Series.
That's right. Now Shane James starting to look underneath as they go into turn number 1. As you look, battling back, Ernie Williams Jr. with the Black Diamond Motorsports entry. Normally you see him in the sprint cars, and he's been doing pretty good in these late models lately. Oh, him in a 32 around. Oh, no-nos were touched.
The no-nos were absolutely violated. Ernie Williams Jr., he must think he's just come from across the road at the stripper house, Steve. He's just been absolutely pelted.
That's right. He got coins thrown at him. That's for sure. No dollar bills there as they go into turn number 1. Hey, look at Kendall Tucker. He is flying.
Tucker is gone by 1.7 seconds. 2 to go. Look at the gap he has just put on the rest of the field and fixed setup racing, and he's just absolutely dominated since the get-go. Steve, I feel like this heat race has just gone on forever.
It seems like that. And right now, on the bubble, Shane James and Brayton Wallace battling side by side as they come out of turn number 4. Brayton Wallace trying to make it into the big dance without going through the alphabet soup. White flag, 1 lap to go for Kendall Tucker in the Swindell Speed Labs car number 2. As Kendall Tucker comes out turn number 4 down the front straightaway to take the win. The battle right now is your final transfer spot. Now will be Shane James in the car number 3. So your top 5 making it to the A main tonight is Kendall Tucker, Robert Fletcher, Anthony Gottle, Alex Hobart, Shane James. Brayton Wallace comes on.
Well, another exciting heat race here. Up on, that's our 3rd heat complete, isn't it? It is.
Yes.
Yeah, 4th and final heat race of the night, getting set to take to the Knoxville Raceway. Cars lining up on pit road behind the iRacing.com post truck. Let's take a look at how they start with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Another stacked field here in heat race number 4. Starting on pole, driving car number 33, it's Evan C. On his outside, driving for Slick Sim Sports in car number 2, will start position number 2, it's Dylan Hauser. Starting position number 3, in car 3, it'll be Mario Perez. On his outside, the Cuban. In the Elite 7 Racing number 1 machine, it is Austin Carr. Out of position number 5, driving car number 64, it's Bryce Nichols. On his outside, out of position number 6, car number 34 of Brandon Gibbs. John Etheridge in car number 421 will start position number 7, 8th. He's going to be the B14 of Brian Wax. Unite starter in car number 71, Daniel Stifler. On his outside in car number 54, it's Mitch Stiles. Out of position number 10, Dylan Hauser did not grid, so that's going to move Austin Carr to the outside of the front row. Brandon Gibbs will move to position number 4, Brian Wax to position 6, and Mitch Stiles to position number 8. So just the 9 cars in this one, Steve.
Just 9, and let's see what happens here. So who we're going to go with, look at the nice car, the 91 car machine of Mario Perez. A different scheme there, a different number. Normally he drives number 3, so nice looking car.
It'll take a couple of nights to get used to realise that Perez has gone from the number 3 to the number 91. However, lights are out on the pace truck this time by live from the virtual Knoxville Raceway. Heat number 4 on this wicked Wednesday for the Monsters of Dirt Super Late Models Fixed Setup Racing. Down the back straight away. What? Go for it.
Who do you think's going to be able to kiss the hooker tonight out of this here?
Brian Wax.
All right. There you go. Yeehaw! It's green flag racing Evan C to the loud pedal. Green flag is off. He got a good jump there. Going into turn number 1. He got Austin Carr sleeping on that start for it.
Yeah, I think it was Bryce Nichols in the 64 tried to get a jump on the field, and it sort of caused a bit of a chain reaction. Once seen that happen. Oh, look how Perez around and upside down. He's been violated on the front straightaway. What the hell happened there?
I don't know, but someone's no got touched and he ended up belly up. That's never good, being belly up.
No, it's my iRacing thing. When I was hovering over my taskbar, I'd come back to my desktop, so that was really weird. Anyhow, we watch Evan C. Austin Carr run first and second. Third place, John Etheridge. Fourth belongs to Brandon Gibbs and Daniel Stifler in position number 5.
That's right. He's on the bubble on the outside, trying to look in. It's car number 54 of Mitch Stiles. So right now, everybody is kind of strung out now because of the Austin Carr not letting C get very far ahead of him as he's starting to close the gap slowly. But he has a huge gap between third place of John Etheridge. Brandon Gibbs starting to breathe heavy down John Etheridge's neck, but Daniel Stifler, you better watch out, sir. You're fixing to have company.
Yeah, that's MDM Motorsports third fan, high side graphics, World of Thunder, number 54 machine. He's starting to catch up to your 5th place driver. You can see him right on screen just there. Into turns number 1 and 2. I'll go down the back straight away. Styles trying his best to get by the 71 car. He's caught him. He's only got a couple of laps to go, Steve. If he's going to make the pass, he needs to make it stick on the first attempt.
That's right, sure does. He's trying to follow his groove right now, fall behind him. Makes up to happen, hopefully, on the last lap. As you look, Evan C. continues to lead. Carr in second as they come out of turn number 4 to take the white flag.
Who's in second? What car?
Carr.
Yeah, what car?
The Cuban car.
Got it!
I was fixing to say something really dirty there with the Cuban cigar, but never mind.
Checkered flag is out. Evan C. Austin Carr run first and second. Third's going to go to John Etheridge. Brandon Gibbs in 4th. Daniel Stifler home in 5th. Styles, Nichols, Perez, Wax in positions 7, 8, and 9. Of course, Dylan Hauser did not grid. So, Steve, I think with the change in the format, there's no D main, so they skip a D main, and we just we put it straight into a C and a B, and things just get a little bit tight right now in your C main.
That's right, because 4 cars make the B main, and it's 10 laps.
All right, let's take a look at how they line up right now with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Your scheduled lineup for tonight's C main over 10 laps of distance. Derek Nichols and Mario Perez schedules a lineup in row number 1. Row number 2 is meant to be Josh Phillips and Kyle Moyer. Then we go back to Ernie Williams Jr., Dylan Hauser, Daniel Cummings Jr., Eric Kasky, Daniel Powell, Calvin Herring, Corey Ferguson, Leaf Beauchamp, Pete Kiley, Hayden Wooten. We know Nichols race, we know Perez race. Phillips race, there's 3. Williams race, there's 4. Daniel Cummings Jr. race, that's 5th. Daniel Powell race, that's 6. So we should technically have at least 6 cars in this one, Steve. But at the moment, only 3 taking to the racetrack.
That's right, and it looks like that's what's going to happen.
Oh, Perez actually missed the start by like a second. Wow. But even he will still come out on, even if he, well, he'll be able to come out on the racetrack anyway, so he'll be able to take up that 4th position. But he's going to be at the back unless something happens to our top 3 drivers. Again, this is like a bit of a hot lap session for these drivers. They can't actually work on the setups though, Steve, so I guess it's 10 laps of just trying to get used to the car again.
That's right, practice makes perfect, because they're only taking the top 5 for them to be main tonight, and that's going to be 13 laps, so they get to practice some. For 10 lap practice, basically, these 4 drivers.
Alright, so the field, or the 3 cars I should say, as they make their way through turn number 1 and 2, they'll get the green this time by 10 lap hot lap session for these drivers. Don't forget, Steve, after this one we've got a 13, I think it's a 13 lap B main.
That's right.
Taking 4 out of that one, or 5?
5 out of the B main will go to the future.
All right, so we are going to
try to make it.
Yeah, so we're going to have a 25 car field as always. Here we go. Green flag for these 3 drivers on the racetrack. Of course, they are Josh Phillips, Ernie Williams Jr., and Daniel Cummings Jr. So a couple of juniors out there. Mario Perez will in fact take to the racetrack here in just a second. Of course, he'll have to serve a penalty for missing the start, but if you're Daniel Cummings Jr. right now, Steve, what are you trying to do here knowing that you've already got a transfer spot locked up? Are you trying to make those 2 passes and just realise that you don't have to make those passes come the B main time?
Well, yeah, that would help out, definitely. And it was so funny because I'm looking on the car number 27, Josh Phillips, and I misread the back. Corking Steel, I thought it almost said choking the chicken. I don't know where I got chicken from.
Choking chicken. I mean, we're looking at the back right now at what exactly we are talking about. So that is actually the perfect camera that I got on screen. Cork and steel and choke and chicken. Can anybody make sense of that one? Because I cannot.
Hey, that's all right. Car number 27, the DRC. Corking's good. Oh. And you look at car number 91, the iRacing machine. It's the Black Diamond Motorsports driver of Ernie Williams Jr.
And back
yeah, you look at Mario.
We're on board with we're on board with Ernie right now.
And then you look at the 24 JR. It's the Daredevils Racing entry. Hudson Transportation, J&T Contracting, Suburb Auto Sales, FES car. Oh, glad you can see. I can barely see it.
Well, actually, I should have said that over the broadcast. It's FEGPC, I believe it is. So, anyhow, we got 6 down, 4 to run here in this C main. Again, all these cars will transfer. Josh Phillips, your race leader, out in front in the black and green DRC number 27 car. The iRacing number 91, driving for Black Diamond Motorsports. Ernie Williams Jr. in second. Third place, driving the Daredevil Racing FEG PC Suburban Auto Sales number 24 machine. Daniel Cummings Jr. and then Mario Perez. Let's get a closer look at that car because I'm not too sure who's on that
Mario
car.
Perez.
Silver Fox graphics.
Perez, Silver Fox. Right, and Rocket Chassis. Davidson something parts. Tampa,
did you just move your mic just so you can get a closer look at it and move closer to your screen?
I did.
Yeah. I knew it.
Anybody looking at my head's like on the TV screen right now. But that's a nice looking car for Perez. And then got steps on there. And that's right, trigger flag for this hot lap session. All 4 drivers make it to the B main tonight. The 13-lap B main top 5 will make it to the feature race.
All right, we've still got to wait on Mario Perez to come through turn number 3 and 4 after missing the initial start. Your winner, Josh Phillips, tonight in tonight's C main. Second went to Daniel Cummings Jr. Third is going to be Ernie Williams Jr. and Mario Perez home in position number 4. Let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for tonight's B main.
All right, with the VLR entry car number 35, start on your pole tonight. It's Tyler Barrow. On his outside in car number 4 is Huey Quillen. Your second row inside in car number, is that 36? Is Brayton Wallace's car 30? The B6 of Brayton Wallace with HRE Motorsports. And then Mitch Stiles in the MDN Motorsports car number 54. Starting your third row inside is Kevin Kaufman in the 37, Aaron Brumbelow at 01. Starting 7th tonight is Jesse Jondra and Bryce Nichols will start 8th. Starting 9th is Bryson Banks and Earl Arch Jr. in car number 61. Starting 11th, it's Brett Fair and Brian Wax in the B14. Starting 13th is Garrett Niebergy and Cal Graham. Then starting 15th, Josh Phillips. Daniel Cummings Jr. starts 16th. 17th, Ernie Williams Jr. and Mario Perez at car number 91 bring up the field. Well, comes down to this. 18 drivers, top 5 will make it to the A main tonight. 13 laps, Brett. Who's going to get their feelings hurt? Who's the first person?
Ooh, okay, position 6. Who's going to be that person? I'm going to say Garrett Niebuhr. Sorry, Garrett. Who are you going with?
All right. Who am I going to go with?
Who do you want to get their no touched?
Bryce Nichols. I go with Bryce Nichols.
It's only worth a couple of pennies, that fella. I just hope he doesn't borrow any. He might even just go to the banks.
There you go. As the field's being brought to the green flag, Tyler Barrow, Huey Quilla, Tyler Barrow on the loud pedal. Hee-haw, we're racing. And we're off. As you see, Tyler Barrow goes into turn number 1. Look at Brayton Wallace trying to make something happen on the inside of Huey Quilla. Cannot do it. They go out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Mitch Stiles in 4th now. You see Kevin Kaufman side by side. Oh, 3 wide. Oh, no. He's getting touched without parental permission sign.
That permission slip was not signed. Brombelow gets into the back of Jesse Johns running. Caliber 75 J-car. Thank you. As here we go. Down into turns 3 and 4. Kaufman goes to the top side of the racetrack. Remember, top 5 go through. Kaufman is in that 5th and final transfer position.
That's right. These guys are going to be pushing, fighting, trying to make every spot they can up. Oh, Jesse into Kaufman now. Brumbelow and him get into it. And they recover, but they're still going crazy. Look at Earl Arts Jr. Oh, Arts around. No-nose touch. Ernie Williams Jr. on top of somebody. I just don't think you should get on top of people with race.
Well, I mean, if you can get on top of someone in a late model while you're sitting in the cockpit, half your luck.
Well, he was digging it deep and selling it cheap.
No, he was selling it all right. I don't think it was cheap, though.
All right, the first caution to the B main tonight as they are working lap number 5. So far, it's Tyler Barrow, your leader. Brayton Wallace on the outside. Huey Quillen, 3rd. Mitch Stiles, 4th. And Kevin Kaufman's 5th. He's on the bubble. 6th is Bryson Banks. Oh, that's all right.
What's all right, buddy?
I mean, Facebook Messenger man's is going crazy, and I'm sure, well, yours is muted for the, the admin group. Mine's not, and it's going bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, here's a tip, boys. Shut up, we're trying to broadcast. Dude, that's the best thing to do. You just mute group chats. So many groups that I'm in that I've just got on mute. It's like, you know what? Whatever.
I mean, in the last, 3 minutes, it's been 100 messages. You think the league burned down?
All because we take a night off from World of
That's
Thunder.
right.
Good God.
All right, Tyler Barrow and Brayton Wallace will lead the field to the green flag. The field bunches up, double file into turn number 3. Pace truck looking to pull off. Tyler Barrow, slow and steady pace. Green flag is out. He's on the loud pedal. And now we got a race. We're working and digging it. Tyler Barrow coming out turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Brayton Wallace in 2nd. Kevin Kaufman trying to work on Huey Quillen for the 3rd spot, but Mitch Stiles, he's in the middle. Look at it, we got someone upside down again. Who was that upside down? Was that the 19? Probably so. So we see the drivers catching up to the pace vehicle as the pace truck's on the back straightaway. We're on lap number 10 of 13. Tyler Barrow, Huey Quillen, Brayton Wallace, Mitch Stiles, or Kevin Coffin, Mitch Stiles. That is your top 5 so far. If the race ends, they'd be the one going to the future race. So outside looking in will be Bryson Banks in car number 51. Burberry Designs on car number 35. Brayton Wallace has a well, you know, you look at Brayton Wallace, HRE Motorsports, Ohio Freshwater Adventures, iRacing, iFlags, Team Ferrari. That's Brayton Wallace.
I remember he had a shocking qualifying run too. He had to come from position 10 in his heat race, and I think he got 7th. It's either 6th or 7th, so he just missed out, and of course having to run the B main here tonight. At the moment, he will restart on the outside of the front row, and again with just a green-white checker coming out. These drivers, they're going to lay it all on the line.
That's right, car number 4, Willen Racing and Monsters of Dirt. Car number 37, 3D car of Kevin Kaufman. And then DirtFan.com, car number 54, MDN Motorsports. Mitch Stiles in the last transfer spot on this restart, Brett. It's going to be good. All right, Barrow bringing the field to a slow and steady pace is right behind the pace truck as they're in turn number 3, the middle turn number 3 now. Pace truck pulls off. Barrow slow and steady. He's on the lap pedal. We're green flag racing now, and we're off with the green white checkered. The 51 car now in the transfer spot. Mitch Stiles is on the bubble. They go down the back straightaway. Mitch Stiles falling back. He's in 6th spot. He has to make something happen if he's going to make the future race. Look at Brayton Wallace trying to work underneath the Barrow. They come out turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Brayton Wallace digging it deep there. Cannot make anything happen. Down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, Tyler Barrow running the high side. Brayton Wallace running the bottom. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Your B main winner will be Tyler Barrow, Brayton Wallace, Huey Quillen, Kevin Kaufman, Bryson Makes. That's your top 5. Mitch Stiles comes home 6. Jesse Jondra, Garrett Nieberg, Earl Arch Jr., Bryce Nichols, Brian Wax, Aaron Brumbelow, and Brent Fair. I messed up.
All right, well, B main time is over. A 5-minute warm-up session. We'll take this opportunity quickly to step aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV and come back with your main event. 50 laps around the Knoxville Raceway. You are watching Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage of the Monsters of Dirt Super Late Models.
The time for talk is finally finished. Because it's time to saddle up Mount Gambier, because here we go.
Fari back upstairs. Oh, McFadden on the back wheels.
Slingshots out at 2-wheel to wheel. He's on the outside of J-Mac.
Here comes TVG. Slide job on pit. Inside, also Michael Code
in the 51. Inside he goes on Stansfield. So it's all rocking and rolling through turn 4. Nicola leads where Alex...
As they come on turn number 2, Jenny Line now, sneaks through the low side of Dilly into turn 3.
Stephen Lyons is the king! He wins the challenge!
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV here on this Wednesday night for the Monsters of Dirt doubleheader. Race 2 of the night for Monsters of Dirt, the super late models here at the Knoxville Raceway. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Stephen McMillan. Steve, we've had the heat races preliminary action complete. We are now 20 seconds away from the warm-up session being completed, and we have 50 laps on the board. Again, the track reset coming out. Again, this could play into the hands of some of the drivers being able to move all over this racetrack to get their way to the front.
That's right. It's going to be a nail-biter of a race. And he wants to talk to us after the race.
Your mate?
And me? Yeah, I'm good, mate.
No, I said your mate.
Yeah. Oh, he's sleepy.
Wakey, wakey, handoff, snaky. It's time for your 50-lap main event here at the Knoxville Raceway. Let's take a look at how your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid looks like. Starting on pole in car number 41, Shad Prescott. On his outside in car number 7, Hayden Cardwell.
Second row inside car number 00, Swindell Speed Labs is Kendall Tucker. Outside of him, car number 33, VLR, it's Evan C.
Position number 5 in car number 42, that'll be Jordan Casey. Alongside him in car 47, Lucas Chowding out of position number 6.
Starting 7th tonight is car number 77 of Robert Fletcher. Then the Cuban Cigar Guy, Austin Carr, will start 8th.
Lining up position number 9 in car number 84, Clay Devon out of position 10. Car number 15, Mason Crawford.
Starting 11th is Anthony Cottle and John Etheridge.
13 is going to be Dylan Schweer, Cody Howard out of position number 14.
15 is Alex Holber, and Brendan Gibbs will start 16.
17th is going to be Blake Garrett. 18 will be Eric Scalf.
Shane James will start 19th with Daniel Stifler on his outside, and car number 71 will start 20.
21 is going to be Tyler Barrow, Brayton Wallace out of position 22.
Huey Quillen and Kevin Kaufman will round out your field, I think, right?
Bryson
we got
Banks,
one more.
25.
There you go, folks. Oh, nail biter of a show, 50 laps here at the sprint car capital of the world.
Fireworks going off here at the Knoxville Raceway. Monsters of Dirt Super Late Model Fixed Setup Racing. Steve, pick a winner.
All right, I will go with my boy, the 7 car, Aiden Gardwell. Who are you going?
D1RT.
There you go.
It's hard to go past him. I'm going to go Kendall Tucker.
All right, as the field leads us, go ahead, Brett.
Now 50 laps on the board. Monsters of Dirt Super Late Models Fixed Setup Racing. It's time to get down and dirty. The green flag flies here at the Knoxville Raceway. We're underway. Tucker and Cowboy run on the bottom side. C moves to the top of the racetrack. Out of turn number 2 for the first time tonight. As they go nearly 3 wide, they will Tucker with the double slide jump on Cowboy and C.
That's right, out turn number 4. Cardwell back underneath of Tucker as he's now in that second spot going into turn number 1. C, look underneath Tucker this time too as they come out turn number 2. They're side by side. Look at Jordan Casey in car number 42 and Lucas Chowning in car number 47. That is 5th and 6th spot there. As they come out turn number 4, Shad Prescott will lead lap number 2.
Now there's still good 2 and 3 wide battles all throughout this field. Prescott continues to lead Cardwell. Hayden Cardwell driving down to the inside. Tucker almost gets into the back and you see the front end dig into the ground. He got on the brakes to stop from getting into the back of the 7 machine of Hayden Cardwell. But here comes Cardwell trying to put the moves on Shad Prescott through turn number 1 and 2. 3 down, 47 to run. Still a mountain of laps here at the Knoxville Raceway to be done before we find out who will take the famous right-hand turn into victory lane. Hayden Cardwell looking for a clean sweep tonight, looking to get both feature wins. Cardwell catches the inside berm down into turn number 1. Prescott continues to keep the 14, the foot in the bucket, and Prescott to the race lead back again.
That's right, caution on the racetrack. And it looks like
Tyler Barrow.
Tyler Barrow, yeah.
We'll take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay to see what happened here to the number 35 machine. I believe it might have been happened in front of him. He just sort of caught the raw end of the deal. As they go into 1 and 2, Stifler was around and yeah, he was. He was sort of no place to go, but the contact was made on the front straightaway. Stifler comes down the nose on John Etheridge, spins the car around upside down, gets his car back on all fours, but unfortunately for Tyler Barrow, that will end his night prematurely. As we come back to live pictures from the virtual Knoxville Raceway here on the iRacing.com service. Wednesday night's doubleheader Wicked Wednesdays, presented by Monsters of Dirt. We had the Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Models at Kokomo, where they put on an absolute stellar of a show. And now it's the Super Late Models Fixed Setup Racing here tonight. Open sets for the Pro Late Models, fixed setups for the Super Late Models. Steve, it's going to be a tough night for some of these guys in the back, but tell you what, if we get some green flag laps and these drivers up front, as they did in the first handful of laps, they're not afraid to go wherever the other driver's not and try and make the pass for the lead.
Well, with these fixed setups, you got to do that sometimes. That's right. And you want to end belly down, not belly up.
Well, I'm glad you said belly and not something else on an R-rated show.
Well, tell me what I should have said.
You should have said we're going green flag racing this time by.
Good one, good one, good one. And we are, as you look at Shad Prescott and the Hayden Cardwell bringing the field to the green flag out of turn number 4. Yeehaw! Shad Prescott's on the loud pedal. And look at Evans, see? giving a little push to the 7 car. Look at Kendall Tucker, slide job, gets into Hayden. Hayden saves it out of turn number 2, going down the back straightaway. Hayden falling back to 6th spot. C now into the 2nd spot. Out of turn number 4, Chad Prescott continues to lead. Evans C in 2nd. Tucker breathing heavily down his neck, but look no further back. The car number 4 D1RT entry, Jordan Casey, battling hard with Lucas Chowning in the car number 46.
Yeah, Casey going to slide up in front of Channing. Channing going to come back underneath with the crossover. Austin Carr there, right? Wrong place, wrong time for Austin Carr. This just may trigger a caution. 10 down, 40 to run. We stay green for the time being. As it's going to be, in fact, it wasn't Austin Carr who got caught up in that one.
It was Hayden Cardwell, now back into the 20th spot.
Ouch. Your boy Hayden Cardwell, he ain't going to get the sweep tonight unless he just absolutely just pulls out these next 39 laps out of his ring hole.
Well, maybe the broom broke. Who knows?
Parking lot turn 2. Cars trying to get their way into the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum. Not going to happen, boys. You're in late models.
It didn't fit too well through the doors. That door was tight.
I'm glad that door was tight because I don't think other things aren't. There's lug nuts on the wheels.
That's right. Several of these drivers pulling into pit road to get their quick fix. Daniel Stifler's night is... Well, he will get a wave around, so he'll get his lap back. And that'll make it 23 cars on the lead. The only car out of the race right now is car number 15 of Mason Crawford.
So that goes to say, at the moment, so far, we've had 63 laps in A main laps tonight. Now, I'm including the Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Model Series. So far, out of what is a 49 car field, we've had 24 and 25. Only 2 cars are yet to finish the distance.
That's right. Shows you a great caliber field of drivers we have here tonight at the Monsters of Dirt. Did you burp like I told you to?
No, that was Alf.
Alf. That was Alf. The cat came up, lump chucked up. The cat is out of the belly.
Get in my belly.
All right, the lights are out on the base truck. We're going green flag racing again. It's going to be Shad Prescott and Evan C. leading the field to the green flag. Kendall Tucker and Jordan Casey on your second row. Lucas Chowning and Clay Debin, the other D1RT car. Then you have Austin Carr and Robert Fletcher. All right. Car slow and steady pace coming out turn number 4. Shad Prescott on lap at a green flag race. Oh, him and C into each other a little bit. Going in turn number 1. C working the high side as they come out turn number 2. Cars are bunching up mid-back now. Clay Debin falling back. Now look at Eric Scalf. He's now into that 9th spot. Robert Fletcher getting a little contact with the Cuban. There's, oh, look at Shane James ducking and diving there as they go into turn number 1.
Dip.
Caution is out.
Dip, dive, dodge, duck. And if you can dodge a car, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a late model.
That's right.
I'm not sure what that was. I probably could go and find that actually. 51 of Bryson Banks. Kevin Kaufman is back on pit road, I think he is. I know there he is. He's coming out of pit road.
Do you know who Tyra Banks is?
Tyler Banks?
Tyra Banks.
Isn't that that lady that does that fashion crap?
She was a model.
Yeah, that's what fashion is. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Damn! You whack.
You know, Brett is in all about fashion. If you ever get to watch him when he has the camera on him when he does his live streams.
Hey, here we go. Where are we going with this conversation? at least I've got clothes on.
Thank God you're not like some of the cameras that make a mistake.
No, I know a Twitch streamer that doesn't put a shirt on when he streams. Yeah, it's I want to give him a shout out, but I don't want to.
Embarrass him.
He ain't gonna be embarrassed. He doesn't care.
It's almost like having Tommy wearing the tassels.
Oh God, here we go. This is where I thought you were going with this initial conversation. Damn, son, you whacked. You whacked. You smacked. You're on the gear. That's for sure, buddy.
That's right. Jacob Fields, welcome to the show, sir. No, it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed at all because we're missing you. So if you come back, it would change. It takes someone like you to make the change, sir.
Lights are out on the pace truck. 20 down, 30 to go. Shad Prescott, slow pace. This is what? How far? How slow are they going? What, 30 miles per hour?
39 miles an hour. There we go.
Jeez, they look like they're going like snail's pace anyhow. They'll pick up the pace, they'll pick up the throttle, they'll go green flag. Let's get dirty for the final 30. Here at the Knoxville Raceway, Kendall Tucker immediately to the inside on Evans C down through turn number 1 and 2. Tucker got tied. C drives back around the outside. The Robin paddles out of turn number 2. And caution flag gonna fly. You know the only thing about these, a bad thing about these cautions? They're near 40 to 45 seconds a lap.
Yep. Jacob Fields, I'm washed. Well, I'm glad you take a bath.
I think he means he's washed up, but he would have had to be something to be washed up.
Right. That's the reason why he drives the sprint cars now.
Yeah, even then. Like, come on, let's be honest, man. Nah, he's a good dude. He's a good dude.
All right, we've been changed to single file restart for this start. All right, so now we have 3 cars out of the race. Mason Crawford, Huey Quillen, and Anthony Cottle. So 22 cars are left on the field, and all 22 on the lead. Well, I'm looking here. Looking. Let's see here. Hayden Carr will have to go to the rear. He is now up to that 11th spot. Shane James is in 10th. Brayton Wallace is in 16th. Austin Carr fell all the way back to 17th. Eric Scalf is in 6th.
Shane James started 19th. He's up to 10th.
Yep. All right, race fans. It's stripper time. Play the music, Brett.
Oh, again, there's no music to be played.
Brett said he could do the stripping without the music. That's all right. As we're fixing to go green flag racing with Shad Prescott leading the field to the green. He's on a lap pedal. We're off for this restart. Into turn number 1. He's digging it low, bringing it up to the slider line, out, high side out, turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Kendall Tucker, you're fixing to have some company as the 42 car Jordan Casey is trying to close the gap on you as he throws a slide job, cannot complete it as they come out turn number 2 down the back straightaway.
Looking at this
right
battle,
now.
Looking at the battle between Clay Devon and Lucas Chowding for 8th and 7th and 8th is a good battle. Then you go back to Shane James and Hayden Cardwell. Again, Cardwell making some monster moves late in this race. Tags the wall in turns 1 and 2, trying to get a run on the outside of the 3 of Shane James. Cardwell looking to move back into well, he's in 10th position. I was going to say inside the top 10, but he sits in 10th at the moment.
That's right out turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Shad Prescott has led all 27 laps as they're on lap 28 right now. As Kendall Tucker close to that wall exiting turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Robert Fletcher's in the 5th spot right now. And look at Casey trying to do a slide job on C for that 3rd spot.
Yeah, unable to complete that pass as C's going to go back to the bottom side through turn number 3 and 4. 29 down, 21 to go. Here comes Casey. Back at another attempt at a slide job into turns 1 and 2. Go heavens, C. There was a gap there. He went for it, and it cost him a third place position at the moment. But C, we know he's good on the bottom side of the racetrack, Steve, but at the moment as the yellow comes out, it's the slider line that's playing part here tonight.
Definitely. Definitely it is.
Yellow flag coming out for tonight's, what is it, 5th time at the moment, Steve, or 4th? 4th or 5th caution?
Yeah, 4th or 5th.
Inside of 20 to run. It'll be 17 to go, so we're not quite there at a B main distance just yet, but as the laps tick off, one thing that Prescott must be loving at the moment with these restarts, it gives him a clear track in front of him. He does not have to worry about the lap cars.
No, he does not. You know. So Shane James is out of the race. So now we have 21 cars on the track, and 21 of them are in lead lap.
So we lost 4 cars out of this one, 1 out of the Pro Late Models. That's 5 cars out of the 49. So that's a pretty good percentage of drivers that have been able to complete the distance here. Of course, we've still got 17 laps left to go. Tonight's main event for the Monsters of Dirt Super Late Models. Again, Steve Fix It Up Racing. It comes back down to the drivers.
Yes, it does, definitely. And you see mistakes sometimes. You know, they can't tweak their cars, so it's all driver-wise. And you know, this really brings out the good and the bad. As you see, we're fixing to go green flag racing. Shad Prescott and Kendall Tucker, Jordan Casey, your top 3, Evan C. and Fletcher round out your top 5. Green flag is out. Shad is on the loud pedal. We're coming to complete lap number 33 of 50.
Just like we've seen throughout the last 15, 20 laps, Steve, that slider line is just too good at the moment. You sometimes you just cannot beat it, no matter how much grip is up top, no matter what kind of track conditions. If that slider line is into play, it's going to be tough to beat. Cardwell now around the outside of Clay Devon. Clay Devon trying to fight back up on the inside through turn number 1 and 2. Chowning following Cardwell on the top side. That number 7 machine is coming, Steve.
He's trying everything. He's been selling it cheap. And they come out turn number 4 down the front straightaway. He's trying to get that 6th spot from Eric Scalp in the 26E car as they come out turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Cardwell, head full of steam underneath Scalp on the inside berm. They slide up out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. They're side by side for that 6th spot. Meanwhile, Casey in 2nd, Tucker in 3rd. That's another battle on the track. And Shad just starting to walk away slowly but for surely. Casey in the wall now, out turn number 4. Side by side, Casey and Tucker. Tucker now in 2nd.
I'm noticing a lot of these drivers, Steve, when they go down to the bottom side, especially in turns 1, their left front gets up on the inside berm and it just shoots the car up the racetrack. Keep an eye on it this time by. You watch, I guarantee now that I've just pointed it out, you watch it not happen. Look at Jordan Casey. There it is. Gets on the inside berm. It gets tight, slides up, and that allows Tucker to cross back underneath.
That's right. And what it's doing is it's making a front airborne where it can't turn and it shoots him straight.
Prescott.
At a turn number 4.
That's because they Prescott out to a 1.6 second advantage with 11 laps to go. He has nearly got this race in the bag. If Tucker is going to have any sort of chance at trying to catch up to your leader, Shad Prescott, he's going to have to make those grounds up in the next sort of 5 to 6 laps to have at least a couple of opportunities to get by the race leader. It goes out to 1.649 seconds as we continue to watch this battle on for 3rd and 4th.
When you look down, 5th place is car number 7. D1RT entering Hayden Cardwell back up front. As it comes out turn number 4, he's now going to be battling with Jordan Casey, his teammate.
Look at the different lines that these drivers run. Hayden Cardwell, he is committed to that outside groove. You cannot see the sponsors on the front of that race car. There goes Cardwell. Slide job on Casey. Casey going to cross back underneath. Had to be careful because Fletcher was right there waiting to pounce up on the inside. But here goes Casey. He stays low through 1 and 2. Evans C trying to put pressure on Kendall Tucker. Yellow is out. And a 2-second gap for Shad Prescott. He must be filthy right now, Steve.
Definitely. I mean, that changes the game, especially what it does. This will help Hayden Cardwell out because Hayden's now, I believe, shown in 4th spot. So on this restart, it's going to be important if the 7 car, Hayden Cardwell, wants to advance to make it back up into the very top. Well, he's in 5th, I guess.
Now, during that yellow, just through 1 and 2, he got on the gas, got around the cushion, just trying to get a feel for that cushion again, just so he doesn't lose his momentum, or groove, I should say. He went around Kendall Tucker and Evans C. I would bet my bottom dollar that Kendall Tucker may have noticed noticed Hayden doing that, and now look at Hayden Cardwell trying to play mind games with Evans C and Jordan Casey, saying, "Hey, you know what? I'm here, guys. I might even run the bottom."
That's right, and you know what? Hayden's one of those guys. He will play mind games with you for sure. That kid is smart.
All right, lights to go out on the pace truck. This time by out of turn number 4. 46 complete. 4 laps left to run. 2 miles. It's almost just like going down to the shafts, but you've got to go through 8 turns to get there.
Going down to what?
The corner shop.
Oh, corner shop. I thought you said something else.
Oh, we're not going to strippers. we're not going to see Tommy on the side of the road. I ain't gonna throw some dollar bills at him. He's probably singing, "I need a dollar." I actually forgot how that song went for a second there. So, all right.
He'll be singing, "My back, my neck."
Put it down my crack. 4 to run, Steve. I'll let you lead. I'll let you do the first 2.
Oh, Casey! Oh, we got him around. We didn't even make it out of the turn. As Casey got the back of C there, the bunched up, and that's a rough thing to happen for Evan C.
Now let's take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. And this is the problem. These drivers, they're hanging back. And by say hanging back, they need to get a little bit closer. I understand, they don't want to get into the guy in front of them, because I do it in the sprint cars. It's different when you're inside the cockpit of the car, but when you're outside, you know what? Let's go on board here with Evan C. There's a difference. So that's tough.
Yeah, I mean, and being league owner, I've seen it myself in my league, and it's one of those toughest calls to make, because it's not on purpose, but what it is, they're starting to try to anticipate that start.
It's real simple. You just stay behind the guy. And I mean, it's a little bit different in fixed setup racing, because you're on the same setup and you got 2 laps to go. You think, well, if he gets a good jump, if he gets me by a couple of tenths of a second, that's your chance gone. But at the same time, you can't go until the car in front of you goes. Don't try and jump the start. I mean, we all do it. I mean, you're not going to find someone that sits there and goes, "I'm not going to try and anticipate the start." They're not going to try and jump it. Everyone wants to get the jump on their opponents.
That's right.
All right, lights are out on the rracing.com pace truck. Green this time by. Hopefully after the green, the next flag will be the white. And then to follow that, once we get the white, we will race it out to the start-finish line. 2 laps left to run. here at the Knoxville Raceway for the Monsters of Dirt. A super late model fix set up. Green flag is out. Shad Prescott on the gas, and he has pulled nearly 4/10 of a second over Kendall Tucker as they go down into turn number 1 and 2. Prescott still the leader. Tucker second. Third is Hayden Cardwell. Cardwell down to the bottom side. He stays low through turns 3 and 4. Tucker and Prescott, they stay to the slider line. White flag is out. Final time. Tucker, one last opportunity. I don't think he's going to have enough space. There's about 3, 4, 5 car lengths between him, but down the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3 and 4. It has been a faultless drive out in front. He thoroughly deserves this win. Shad Prescott will go to victory lane. Second will be Kendall Tucker. Home in third is going to be Hayden Cardwell. Then we go back to Carl Fletcher, Chowding, Howard, Burrow, Holbert, Wallace, Scalf, Banks, Kaufman, C. Etheridge, Gibbs, Stifler, Schweer, Casey, Debon, Garrett, Caudle, James, Quillen, and Crawford. The fireworks going off, and he deserves this win in car number 14, Shad Prescott.
Choo-choo!
What a drive, Steve. He started on pole and he leads all laps. He gets the job done here at the Knoxville Raceway.
Yes, he did.
Alright, we're going to wait for our top 3 here in just a moment. Get a chat with those top 3 drivers. But again, if you are heading off, we thank you for tuning in here tonight on Ultimate Dirt TV. Make sure to check out us on Facebook and our YouTube channel. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It doesn't cost a thing. And hit the like and follow button on our Facebook page. And of course, we are still waiting for our top 3 drivers. Don't forget to check out Monsters of Dirt on Facebook. Give them a like and a follow. We're going to chat to a couple of D1RT guys and a Swindell Speed Lab driver here in just a few short moments' time. In fact, I'm going to give them 2 minutes if they're not here. We are going to wrap this one up. But Steve, another wicked Wednesday night here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And of course, we've still got one more Monsters of Dirt broadcast to do for this week. That'll be tomorrow for the AC2 Skins UMP Modified Series.
That's right. And you know what? This race got my dogs a-barking at the checker flag.
I thought they might have been going off because of the fireworks. Again, what is taking so long? Why do these drivers take so long to get in Discord?
Well, they're playing.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be playing here when I shut the stream off and they don't get to chat to us. Alright, do what we're going to do. We're going to play one ad. It goes for a minute. If they're not here by then, we're going to end it. Alright, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Ultimate Dirt TV for the Monsters of Dirt Super Late Model Fixed Series. We're going to chat to our top 3. We'll chat to our winner first here tonight in caliber 41, Shad Prescott. Shad, congratulations. A faultless drive for you. Started on pole and you lead all 50 laps. That's going to be pleasing to know that you're able to get it done here tonight.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've kind of been struggling here lately. The cautions helped me out, take a breath from time to time so I didn't get all worn out and stuff.
Track on a reset tonight. We've seen it over the past couple of nights. Do you think tonight the track here at the Knoxville Raceway, do you think it helps provide a couple of different lines, or did you see it pretty much one line throughout that race?
I think you could kind of move around a little bit in one 1 and 2, I think you could run the slider line or run around the top, and then. But I think for the most part, it was all predominantly slider line in 3 and 4. So as long as you got through 1 and 2 pretty good, I mean, how anybody passed, I mean, had to be tough back there to negotiate traffic and stuff. But out front, it was just hitting your marks and not hitting the wall.
Well, you were hitting your marks just right here tonight at the Knoxville Raceway. Towards the last 15 laps, more so the last sort of 5 laps, you had a 2-second gap. All of a sudden, the yellow comes out. You have a green-white checker. What was going through your mind at that stage when the yellow came out when you had such a big lead?
I mean, you never really want to see a caution that late in the race when you're got that big of a lead. But I knew them guys' cars back there. Their spoiler was all caved in and it was all mangled up, and they had kind of used them up a little bit. And I knew mine was still clean. And having a clean car at the end of these races it's worth a couple tenths in my opinion. So I knew as long as like I said, as long as I didn't screw up, I knew I'd be pretty good there. At least that's what I had thought, and it all ended up working out.
Well, congratulations on the win here at the Knoxville Raceway. You're making a D1RT sweep for both, or for the Pro Late models and the Super Late models. D1RT gets the win in both of those series. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate with the team before we do, of course. Sponsor shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, I got to thank Eddie Livingston for allowing me to be part of such a great team, and everybody over at D1RT. All them guys know who they are. There's so many of us to list, but that and Jim Emery for making me a sweet looking skin like always, and Monsters of Dirt for the race, and you guys for the great broadcast.
Well, you know what? I mean, if you had to kick someone off ship, would you kick Hayden off the
Oh, I couldn't do that to my little buddy.
There you go, teammate love.
Congratulations on the win, Chad. We'll hopefully chat to you next week.
All right, thank you guys.
No go, Chad Prescott there, home in position number 1. Kendall Tucker not here for an interview, so we'll move on to position 3, who is Steve McMillan is standing by with the second place loser tonight.
Well, Mr. Cardwell, you got some no-nos touched in that first stint, and you started at the rear, came all the way back up to that third spot. Congratulations, sir. Tell us how eventful your night.
Yeah, thank you. There we rolled off the grid, P2 there. We was just trying to ride there those first couple laps, and people get a little impatient so early in the race, end up getting doored and end up getting wrecked. But it's all good. We had one quick fix, went in there and got it, and didn't think we'd be able to make it this far up. Luckily on that one restart there at the end, something happened with Jordan and Evan, and everybody's trying to time those restarts and end up getting everybody wrecked there. But really proud of a third place after winning the pros tonight. Can't thank everybody enough.
Well, and we've seen this in many leagues like that, and especially on a single file. And it seems to happen more at tracks like Knoxville, USA, the bigger tracks, where we have to bunch up on a restart like that, where it's just, you try to start. You think the person goes in front of you, and it seems to happen more on the bigger tracks than the smaller ones.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's obviously something to do with how the pace car files off here. In this league, you're not allowed to fire until the pace truck gets completely off into the pits, and it takes it a minute because here, whenever it like goes into the infield, then it goes back in. So like we were having to wait super late to fire, but I mean, everybody like that's restarting behind leader just gotta wait until the person in front of you goes and stop trying to time these restarts.
Well, and who would you like to thank making it all possible once again for you?
Steve, I can't thank you enough. You do a lot for this race team of mine. All the boys at D1RT for all the help, and you and Brett, of course, with broadcast, and everybody at Munches of Dirt.
All right, coming home in third place, car number 7, D1RT entry, Hayden Gardwell. Brett, back to you.
Thank you, Steve. That'll wrap us up here for the Wicked Wednesday night for the Monsters of Dirt. Of course, the Checkers and Wreckers Pro Late Models at Kokomo, where we've seen Hayden Cardwell get the victory. And here in the Super Late Models for Monsters of Dirt, it was Shad Prescott who gets the win here tonight. Makes it a D1RT lockout. Not so much of a lockout, but 2 D1RT cars getting the job done here tonight. Steve, thank you much for your efforts here tonight. As always, it is much appreciated. We'll look forward to the AC2 Skins UMP Modified Series tomorrow.
Yes. What's some action you ready to see? We're going to give it to you.
All right, we'll light the screens up tomorrow night from, what are we, 9:30, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
8:30 Central.
Yeah, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. Catch all the action right here on Ultimate Dirt TV on Facebook and YouTube. If you haven't done so, hit the like and follow button on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It doesn't cost a thing. You can go back and watch all of our broadcast as well. Big thanks to our sponsors. Big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder Racing League, JR Productions and Media, Monsters of Dirt, iRacing, iFlags, and Black Diamond Motorsports. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, we say farewell, good night. We'll see you tomorrow night for the AC2 Skins UMP Modified Series.